This bridge is so bizarre that it's leaving scientists all freaked out by its structure. What you're about to discover challenges everything we thought we knew about the limits of engineering. Buckle up, because these architectural wonders will make you question reality itself. Join us as we discover the most bizarre bridges in the world. Let's go. Number 14. The living bridge that grows stronger every year. High in Peru's Andes, where rushing rivers carve impossible canyons, the Quechua Bridge lives, breathes, and renews itself through an ancient ritual that connects communities across generations. This remarkable structure consists entirely of thick bundles of dried ichu grass, hand-woven without a single nail or modern fastener. For over 500 years, it has connected Quechua villages, serving as more than just a crossing. It's a living symbol of community cooperation and ancestral wisdom. Every June, villagers gather for a sacred 3-day ceremony where they dismantle the worn bridge and weave a completely new one using traditional techniques passed down through countless generations. The grass ropes, when properly prepared and woven, can support tremendous weight while remaining flexible enough to sway with Andean winds. What makes this bridge truly remarkable is its organic nature. Unlike steel and concrete structures that deteriorate over time, Quechua actually improves with each annual rebuilding as community knowledge and techniques are refined and shared. The bridge spans 28 meters across a dramatic gorge, suspended 67 meters above the Apurimac River's turbulent waters. Number 13. The Devil's Bridge that reflects perfect circles. German legends whisper that only Satan himself could have constructed the mysterious Rakotsbrücke because earthly waters refuse to support its seemingly impossible arches. Located in Kromlau Park, this stone crescent creates such a perfect reflection in the lake below that it forms a complete circle, half real stone, half mirrored illusion. The bridge's jagged basalt blocks resemble ancient dragon fangs, while morning mist transforms the scene into something from a fairy tale where reality blends seamlessly with myth. When dawn light merges with the mirror-like water surface, the granite structure appears to disappear, leaving visitors suspended between the physical world and supernatural imagination. Built in the 1860s, this architectural marvel required master stonemasons to calculate precise angles and weight distribution that would create the perfect circular reflection without any supporting pillars in the water. The bridge's optical illusion works only from specific viewing angles and during certain lighting conditions, making successful photographs a challenge that attracts professional photographers from around the world. What makes Rakotsbrücke truly supernatural is how it seems to defy architectural logic. The thin stone arch appears too delicate to support its own weight, yet it has stood unchanged for over 150 years. Local folklore claims that anyone who successfully crosses the bridge during a full moon while making a wish will see their deepest desire fulfilled, though the bridge is now closed to foot traffic to preserve its historic stonework. I have a question for you. First, I would like to say that it is possible to follow the greatest curiosities of our world every day, but to do so, you need to be subscribed to our channel. So, are you already subscribed? If not, take the opportunity to subscribe now. Also, take the opportunity to like the video so YouTube will recommend more videos from our channel, so leave your like right now. And now that you have done that, let's go. Number 12. The Fire-Breathing Dragon. Da Nang's skyline is dominated by a golden dragon whose steel spine cuts through darkness like a luminous blade over the Han River. This 600-meter monster weighs nearly 9,000 tons, but appears weightless when over 2,500 LEDs reshape its metallic scales into endless rainbow patterns that dance across the water's surface. The most spectacular magic happens every Saturday and Sunday at exactly 9:00 p.m. when the dragon's steel mouth opens to breathe actual fire, followed by massive water fountains that wash the roadway with sparkling cascades. Hundreds of spectators gather on the riverbanks to witness this ancient legend brought to life through modern technology and engineering wizardry. The Dragon Bridge represents more than just transportation infrastructure. It's a cultural symbol that bridges Vietnam's mythological past with its technological future. The fire-breathing system uses natural gas stored in secure chambers within the dragon's head, while sophisticated computer controls ensure safe operation of both flame and water effects. What makes this bridge truly mesmerizing is how it transforms from a functional roadway during the day into a mythical creature at night, complete with synchronized light shows that tell stories from Vietnamese folklore. The dragon's construction required specialized techniques to create realistic scales and facial features while maintaining structural integrity for heavy traffic loads. Number 11. The glass dragon that floats in mid-air, deep in China's Emerald Mountains. The Rui Bridge hangs like a weightless dragon carved from pure crystal. This translucent monster stretches nearly 100 meters through thin air, suspended 140 meters above a raging gorge that would make your knees buckle just looking down. The Chinese named it after Rui's magic wand, a symbol that grants wishes and brings prosperity to those brave enough to cross its glass spine. What makes this bridge truly terrifying is its construction. Thousands of transparent panels create a see-through pathway that offers zero comfort to anyone afraid of heights. Every year, thrill seekers from around the globe come here to test their courage against what feels like walking on invisible air. The engineering behind this floating glass serpent required revolutionary techniques that had never been attempted before. Steel cables anchored deep into mountain bedrock support the entire structure, while advanced glass technology ensures each panel can withstand hurricane-force winds and seismic activity. Walking across feels like defying gravity itself. 1 moment you're on solid ground. The next, you're floating above an abyss with nothing but crystal-clear glass between you and certain doom. The bridge's designers calculated every possible stress factor, from thermal expansion to wind load, creating a structure that appears fragile but could theoretically support several loaded trucks simultaneously. Number 10. The legendary Golden Gate's hidden secrets. Back in 1937, San Francisco unleashed something that would become cinema's most famous bridge, the legendary Golden Gate. This fiery orange giant stretches over 2.7 kilometers across the bay, connecting two worlds with its violin string silhouette that cuts through Pacific fog like a knife. But here's what most people don't know. This engineering marvel required 880,000 tons of steel and over 1,000 cubic meters of concrete just to stay upright. The construction process was so dangerous that safety nets had to be installed beneath. The bridge, saving 19 workers who fell during construction, they became known as the Halfway to Hell Club. The bridge's distinctive international orange color wasn't chosen for aesthetics. It was specifically selected to enhance visibility in San Francisco's notorious fog while complementing the natural surroundings. Engineers had to account for the Golden Gate Strait's unique challenges: 60 Mach winds, dense fog that can reduce visibility to zero, and seismic activity from multiple fault lines. Number 9. The Upside-Down Wonder. Holland has always been friendly with water, but the A28 highway took this relationship to an absolutely insane level. Welcome to the Aqueduct, an underwater bridge where boats float on top while cars zoom underneath through what feels like an aquatic tunnel. This mind-bending structure measures 25 meters long and 19 meters wide, with water reaching depths of 3 meters directly above speeding traffic. Instead of building traditional drawbridges or expensive tunnels, Dutch architects created something that sounds impossible. They made water flow over a highway. The engineering required for this aquatic highway involved creating a waterproof concrete trough that could support millions of gallons of water while allowing cars to pass safely beneath. Advanced drainage systems prevent any leakage, while the structure's foundation extends deep into the ground to handle the immense water pressure. Pedestrians walk along separate paths, watching boats glide overhead while cars rush below, a three-dimensional traffic system that operates simultaneously on multiple levels. The aqueduct has become a symbol of Dutch innovation, proving that sometimes the most unconventional solutions create the most effective results. Number 8. The Blinking Giant that Opens Its Eye. The River Tyne connects Newcastle and Gateshead through what looks like a massive cybernetic eye that can actually blink. The Millennium Bridge consists of 2 graceful arcs, a horizontal walking path and a vertical support that form giant eyelids capable of opening and closing. This isn't just artistic creativity, it's functional genius. The hydraulic system can lift the entire structure 40 degrees in just 4.5 minutes, creating a 25-meter clearance for boats passing underneath. Since Queen Elizabeth II opened this mechanical marvel, it has won awards from the Royal Institute of British Architects and become an icon of modern Tyneside engineering. What makes the blinking bridge truly special is its precision engineering. The tilting mechanism uses a sophisticated hydraulic system that can lift 850 tons of steel and concrete with the same ease as opening a laptop. Number 7. The optical illusion that terrifies drivers worldwide. Lake Nakaomi in Japan hosts what many consider the planet's most terrifying bridge. Eshima Ohashi rises so dramatically that from certain angles, it appears cars might tumble backward off its impossibly steep incline. This optical illusion has turned a simple highway into an internet sensation, with photos of the roller coaster road circulating globally and convincing millions that Japanese drivers possess supernatural courage. The reality is far less dramatic, but equally impressive. The slope never exceeds 6%, allowing cars to climb comfortably while providing enough clearance for massive sea vessels to pass underneath. The bridge's deceptive perspective results from camera angles and the structure's impressive height, which reaches 44 meters above the water to accommodate large ships navigating the channel below. What makes Eshima Ohashi truly remarkable is its dual-purpose design, serving both automotive traffic and maritime commerce without compromising either function. The bridge's construction required innovative techniques to create such a steep rise over a relatively short distance while maintaining safety standards for both vehicles and ships. Advanced engineering calculations ensured that the gradient, while appearing extreme, remains well within safe driving parameters for all vehicle types. Number 6. The giant wheel that lifts ships like toys. Scottish engineers transformed ancient mechanical principles into a colossal steel gear that rotates ships between waterways like a cosmic Ferris wheel. The Falkirk wheel, inspired by Celtic double-headed axes, balances the height difference between the Forth and Clyde Union Canals through pure mechanical genius. Two enormous water-filled chambers mounted on 15-meter arms rotate together around a massive 35-meter diameter gear system. According to Archimedes' principle, the water weight remains perfectly balanced, meaning a complete rotation requires only as much energy as boiling 8 tea kettles. This engineering marvel became so iconic that it appeared on Bank of Scotland banknotes representing the nation's innovative spirit. The wheel operates 365 days a year, lifting and lowering boats with precision that would make Swiss clockmakers jealous. 500,000 visitors annually take hour-long tours, experiencing what feels like commanding an airship as they rise and descend in the rotating chambers. Number 5. The Sky-High Giant. France's Millau Viaduct doesn't just cross a valley, it soars above one of Europe's deepest gorges like a concrete and steel spaceship frozen in mid-flight. This cable-stayed colossus hovers 343 meters above the Tarn Valley, making it taller than the Eiffel Tower and higher than most skyscrapers in major cities. 7 massive pylons, with a combined weight of 19,000 tons, support a 2.5-kilometer roadway that carries traffic across what was once an impassable natural barrier. Engineers rejected the traditional approach of descending into the gorge and climbing back up. Instead, they chose to fly straight across, saving travelers precious hours and creating one of the world's most spectacular driving experiences. The bridge's construction required revolutionary techniques, including launching the deck sections from both sides simultaneously and using GPS technology to ensure perfect alignment when the sections met in the middle. Number 4. The Spiral Road that Climbs to Heaven. Sichuan Province shows you what happens when engineers decide mountains aren't tall enough. The Yaxi Expressway twists upward like a concrete DNA helix, lifting drivers 7.5 meters for every 1,000. meters they travel, basically climbing toward the clouds one loop at a time. This isn't just a road, it's a vertical journey through 270 viaducts and 25 tunnels that transform inaccessible cliffs into smooth, serpentine highways. What blows minds is how a whole engineering team completed this mountainous maze in just 5 years, turning impossible terrain into Germany's Autobahn equivalent. The spiral sections look like giant corkscrews from above, each curve calculated to maintain safe speeds while gaining altitude without making drivers feel like they're riding a roller coaster. Advanced GPS systems guide construction crews who worked suspended hundreds of meters above valleys, installing concrete segments with millimeter precision. The highway handles everything from dense fog to sudden temperature drops that can create ice patches in minutes. When you reach the summit, you realize you've just driven through clouds that were floating at your destination before you even started climbing. Engineers had to account for wind shear, thermal expansion from temperature variations, and seismic activity from multiple fault lines running through the region. Number 3. The perfect circle that defies city planning. Shanghai's Nanpu Bridge. Create something that sounds impossible in urban planning, a perfect spiral that doesn't waste a square meter of precious city real estate. This 8,000-meter concrete corkscrew wraps into a flawless circle, allowing steep access roads without consuming valuable downtown space that could house thousands of residents. Before 1991, people on opposite sides of the Huangpu River relied entirely on overcrowded ferries that could take hours during rush periods. Now, this spiral serves as a vital artery connecting historic neighborhoods with the rapidly expanding Pudong Financial District. Legend says a 9-year-old kid inspired the spiral design, proving sometimes childhood imagination solves problems that stump adult architects. The bridge's circular ramps distribute traffic weight evenly, while creating a landmark visible from space. Satellite images show the Nanpu Loop as a perfect concrete donut in Shanghai's urban fabric. What makes this spiral truly brilliant is how it handles massive traffic volumes without creating bottlenecks that would paralyze the city. Number 2. The Gothic Giant that opens like a book. Tower Bridge has connected London's banks for over a century, but most people don't realize this Gothic beauty contains Victorian-era hydraulic machinery that still operates with steampunk precision. 2 neo-Gothic towers connected by high-level walkways hide a mechanical marvel. The central bascule sections can rise to allow ocean liners passage through the Thames. This isn't just architectural decoration, it's functional engineering disguised as medieval fortress design. The movable spans weigh over 1,000 tons each, but lift smoothly using counterweight systems and hydraulic power that Victorian engineers perfected without computer assistance. Special glass panels in the upper walkways add modern thrills to this historic crossing, letting visitors look straight down at the Thames flowing 42 meters below their feet. What makes Tower Bridge truly special is how it seamlessly blends 19th century engineering with 21st century safety systems, while maintaining its original Victorian character. The bridge opens approximately 1,000 times per year, with each lifting ceremony drawing crowds of tourists and photographers who gather to watch this mechanical giant perform its elegant dance. Number 1. The Circular Lagoon, crossing that slows time. Uruguay's Laguna Garzon Bridge creates something impossible in modern traffic engineering, a circular road that forces everyone to slow down and appreciate the journey. Architect Rafael Vignoli designed this concrete ring to replace old floating bridges with something that serves dual purposes: efficient transportation and mandatory relaxation. Completed in just 12 months, this 2-lane circular causeway looks like a smooth brushstroke painted across blue water canvas. The round design naturally reduces vehicle speeds, while the built-in pedestrian walkway invites people to stroll through the middle and watch waves break against the shore. What makes this circular bridge brilliant is how it transforms routine travel into mindful experience. Drivers must slow down and follow the curve, automatically reducing stress and road rage while creating opportunities to appreciate coastal scenery. The structure's low profile minimizes environmental impact on the lagoon ecosystem while providing sufficient clearance for small boats to pass underneath. Advanced concrete techniques ensure the circular roadway can withstand saltwater exposure, and hurricane-force winds that regularly sweep across this exposed coastal location. Are you seeing this video that is appearing on the screen? Click on it, because I have set it aside especially for you to watch. If you liked this video, I'm sure you'll like our recommendation. Well, that's it, and until next time, Curious One.